There are motorcycles, and then there are legends. Names that echo through history with the rumble of steel and soul. And in 2025, Harley-Davidson has done the unthinkable, they've resurrected a king. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the return of the Harley-Davidson Knucklehead, a rebirth of raw American heritage, with a modern pulse. A legend reborn. The original Knucklehead, introduced in 1936, changed the game for Harley-Davidson. It wasn't just a motorcycle, it was a movement. Known for its distinct rocker boxes that resembled knuckles, hence the name, it was Harley's first overhead valve V-twin and arguably the birth of the American cruiser as we know it. Fast forward nearly a century, and the 2025 Knucklehead pays homage to that legacy, while rewriting the rules of retro engineering. Design. Timeless, with a twist. Let's talk design. One look at the 2025 Knucklehead, and you're immediately hit with nostalgia. The teardrop tank, the solo saddle, the Springer front fork, all classic cues, beautifully reimagined. But look closer, and the modern touches emerge. LED lighting is seamlessly integrated into vintage housings. The frame is still rigid style in spirit but subtly hides a monoshock rear suspension for better comfort. And the signature rocker covers. They're back, CNC machined with precision and a wink to the past. You're not looking at a replica. You're looking at a tribute, built with reverence and restraint. Engine. The new General Knuckle. Underneath that vintage skin roars a beast. A newly developed 1350cc V-twin, codenamed the Neo Knuckle. It's air and oil cooled, just like the old days, but with modern FE, variable valve timing, and a counterbalanced crank for reduced vibrations. This engine delivers 95 horsepower and a thumping 105 pound-feet of torque. It pulls like a freight train from low RPMs, just the way a Knucklehead should. But thanks to modern mapping and emissions controls, it meets all 2025 global regulations without choking the soul out of the experience. It's loud, proud, and unapologetically American. Chassis and ride quality. The steel frame keeps it real. It's beefy, simple, and true to the old-school hardtail aesthetic. But Harley's engineers have cleverly integrated a hidden rear monoshock, giving the bike a classic profile without sacrificing modern ride quality. The front uses a traditional Springer fork design, not just for looks, but to preserve the unique ride feel of early Harleys. Paired with dual disc brakes and ABS, it's a perfect blend of retro and reliability. Handling is surprisingly nimble for a bike of this size and stature. The rake is relaxed, and cornering clearance is limited, but this isn't a bike made for carving canyons. It's made for commanding roads. Tech. Subtle but smart. Don't let the analog vibe fool you, this machine is smarter than it looks. A small TFT display is subtly integrated into the tank dash, offering turn-by-turn navigation, Bluetooth audio controls, tire pressure monitoring, and even ride modes: road, rain, and raw. There's no excessive tech here, no radar cruise, no touchscreens, no lane assist. This is a rider's motorcycle. The essentials are present, and everything else is stripped back to honor the spirit of the original. Customization and accessories. Harley knows its audience, and the 2025 Knucklehead is designed to be customized. From bolt-on ape hangers and bobber seats to fishtail exhausts and retro side bags, there's a full catalog of accessories ready to make the bike yours. And for collectors, Harley is offering a limited edition, Founders Series, complete with serialized tanks, brass badges, hand-stitched leather, and a certificate of authenticity. Only 1,000 units will be made. Whether you're a builder, a weekend cruiser, or a die-hard historian, this bike is your blank canvas. Soundtrack of the street. The moment you fire up the Neo Knuckle, it speaks to your bones. The exhaust note is throaty, deep, and unmistakably Harley. It's been tuned to replicate the uneven, loping idol of the original Knucklehead, that iconic potato-potato rhythm. But hit the throttle, and the sound transforms into a roar. There's a mechanical honesty to it, the sound of combustion, of cams spinning, of pistons pounding. It's not artificial. It's art. Riding experience. Heart overhead. Riding the 2025 Knucklehead isn't about chasing lap times or efficiency stats. It's about presence. It's about riding slow just to be seen, to be heard, to be felt. The bike invites you to relax your grip, lean back, and let the torque pull you forward. It vibrates just enough to feel alive. The seat is low and wide, the bars are high and proud, and the whole thing makes you feel like the outlaw of your own movie. It's not just transportation. It's transformation. Comparison with rivals. In a world filled with cafe racers, sport nakeds, and electric machines, the Knucklehead carves its own path. It doesn't compete on specs, it competes on emotion. Indian's Chief Bobber Dark Horse. Close in attitude, but more modern in styling. Triumph's Bonneville Bobber. Elegant, but lacks the raw Americana. Even Harley's own Softail lineup can't match the historic punch of the Knuckle. This bike exists in a class of one. It's not trying to be better, it's trying to be different. And it wins. Price, availability, and launch. The 2025 Knucklehead starts at $21,995, with optional paint schemes, trims, and collector editions pushing it into the $30,000 territory. Production will be limited to preserve exclusivity, with availability starting late Q3 of 2025 in North America, and early 2026 globally. Pre-orders are open now through Harley-Davidson dealerships and online, and demand is already through the roof. Who it's for? This motorcycle isn't for everyone. It's not a daily commuter. It's not a track toy. It's not cheap. And it doesn't care. It's for the purists. The romantics. The ones who want to ride history, not just read about it. It's for the rider who knows that sometimes, what a bike makes you feel is more important than what it can do. It's for those who believe motorcycles should have character, flaws, personality, and soul. The cultural impact. Harley-Davidson didn't just build a motorcycle. They built a time machine. In an era of digitization, electrification, and automation, the 2025 Knucklehead is a reminder of where we came from. It pays respect to the blue-collar builders, the leather-clad rebels, and the garage tinkerers who made motorcycling what it is today. And it inspires a new generation to look back, learn, and ride forward. It's more than metal. It's myth, made real. Closing thoughts. The legend lives on. The return of the Knucklehead in 2025 isn't just a marketing stunt. It's a declaration that even in a changing world, there's still room for tradition, passion, and raw mechanical joy. It's loud, it's flawed, it's beautiful, and it's very much alive. Fade out with slow motion footage of the Knucklehead riding into a sunset, dust kicking up, engine rumbling. Narrator, softly, long live the legend. Long live the Knucklehead. End screen. Like, comment, subscribe. If you love this tribute to a legend, hit that like button. Subscribe for more in-depth reviews and motorcycle history reborn. Drop a comment. Would you ride the 2025 Knucklehead or keep it in a glass case?